Hey, how y'all doing today? Welcome back to another episode of the ZolYin podcast where we talk about books, brains, and blockchains and everything in between. Like how I did that with the fingers? Between. Today, we got an oldie. A goodie, but an oldie. The old Katana. It's been a while. Been a while since I talked about Katana. I have a very special place in my heart for Katana, okay? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I shouldn't be saying that. It used to be called Wax Watch, but something tells me the algorithm didn't like that very much. Just a hunch. Just a hunch. I thought I was being clever and smart, but no, they were like, nah, not the Wax Watch. But today, want to talk about we're just gonna kind of catch up to the big old the ye old the ye old new the new but young and old and everything in between drama that's going on with the this whole war thing. Listen, I'm not gonna go into the war thing. That's not what this is. What I wanna go into is this new chapter that I predicted. Okay, way back. I said something's gonna come from this. I can't believe I said it. I can't even believe it. And I'm not like pulling a Charlie. I did actually predict this. I said, and I quote, half quote. I said, pretty sure when we give away this money, the fallout for this is going to be people don't want to come back to work, right? Because apparently people still getting unemployment checks. No problems. And they probably got used to staying at home. Then you have people at home who are remotely working, and then you also have people who bought animals, right? Pets, so they're very addicted to the home. Not addicted like a bad thing, but they're emotionally invested in staying home, not going out to work and everything. And on top of that, right? On top of that, you have the printer just going full blast, okay? You thought Warhammer was bad with the money printing? Oh my god. We are in new territories of ridiculous money printing. I don't even want to get into how much money is being printed just to keep America afloat. It's like the most Ponzi of Ponzi schemes I have ever heard of. You thought, listen, no one can ever tell me about crypto. You can't tell me, oh, crypto's a Ponzi scheme. Like, I get it. Duh, you're speaking to the choir here. I'm pretty coin atheistic at this point, but you can't talk to me about that when you literally have the greatest Ponzi scheme in human history happening right in front of you. You are being rug pulled in your own culture. I don't even know what people are talking about. Like, I get it. I get what people are saying, the concern with crypto and everything, but you can't talk to me about that when you're literally holding the dollar and you're like, yo, at least I can use it everywhere. Yeah, I mean, you could use it everywhere, but you're going to use a lot more of it than you are actually worth, to be honest. Like, your dollar should be worth way more. You're spending way more than, you should be spending, instead of basically buying something for $5, you're buying it for 10 now. I mean, if you're lucky. Some places, I give you an example. When you have a chicken dinner at at a restaurant, a takeout, not a fancy one, a takeout, right? A fast food joint, and the chicken is bland, and they're charging, instead of charging what they originally were, which is, I think it was 11. I want to say, no, I take that back. 9.41. I have a receipt right over here. At 9.41, it's now 19.42. Is that on purpose? What's with the penny? What's with that extra penny? $10 more. That's more than the dinner was worth originally. Now, I didn't pay for that second one. That was via my job. Somebody was buying using the company money to buy to buy a meal, and I was like, I'll take an expensive meal, thank you very much, because I wasn't cooking that day, and I didn't go to the grocery store that day, but I went to the gym, and I was starving. I was dying. But anyways, my point is things are 2x'd, okay? And when you have everything 2x'd, you can't talk to me, all right? It's over, bro. Okay? It's over, bro. It's over, dude. The conversation's done. I'm not saying forgive one thing and excuse one thing for another. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying let's use some context here. Let's have some context, all right? Let's zoom out into the macro. And the macro says you can't talk to me. Okay, that's all aside. Let's talk about the main event, okay? And that is we're talking about our guy here, the Frankenstein, okay? We lost Warhammer. People didn't want Warhammer anymore because tweets were mean, let's be honest. Fifis were hurt. People's emotions got into a tizzy. They didn't like what he had to say on Twitter. They were like, "This is unprofessional, blah blah blah, and the glute." That's all I heard. I'm sitting here like, what are the results? Imagine if you're at a workplace, you're at a job, all right? Imagine, you know what? I have a new feature. Give me 1 second. I have a new feature. Okay, let me pull up. See, I saw I got a little tidbit the other day. Someone was like, "You should use whiteboard," and I think I will because I'm very visual. Let's make that happen. Give me 1 second. We're gonna get. I think it's. Let me just double check that. Let me double check that. I bet you. I hope I don't get rugged. Here we go. Oh, I think I got rugged. Okay, give me 1 second, guys. 1 second. There we go. There's the whiteboard. All right. Okay. So, let's say I'm going to pull up the whiteboard right here. Let's say you have, all right? We're talking about let me make sure I have this right. Okay. So let's look at the big picture, okay? All right? Let's zoom out, okay? So we're talking about we lost Warhammer over fifis and emotions and all that stuff, right? But let's look at what he did, okay? What did the man do? The man was good at what? The man was good at budgeting, allocation, right? Making sure certain things weren't being overdone, and it was a little bit more balanced, right? You didn't have this insane like investment in wars that we have no business being in. He wanted to pull out of wars, right? So we already have, let's look at this. We'll do pros and cons, okay? We're going to do pros and cons, okay? We're going to say Warhammer, and let's use orange because orange man. Oh, we can't do that. Well, he's blue now. Sorry. Oh, man, bad. All right? Orange man, bad right there, okay? And what did he do? What did he provide? Okay, he balanced the budget was balanced, more balanced budget. Okay, all right. The man produced a more balanced budget. What happened? What's going on with this thing? That's not very good. This is the keyboard this is kind of cringe here. I don't like that. Hey, all right. So he provided a more balanced budget. He had a no new wars. Okay, no new wars. He called news out on their BS. He was confrontational against the news. He was straightforward and honest about the news. He called them for what they were. He appealed to the people through telling the truth about the news, right? So, news transparency advocate, right? He was more about like having more like balanced reality of like what news journalists should be, telling the truth and everything. And then last but not least, we're just going to keep it pretty simple. And then last but not least, less taxes. That's a big one. Less taxes, right? So those are the four big ones, okay? More balanced budget. And what I mean by that specifically, in fact, is Um, you didn't see an exorbitant amount of money going into something ridiculous that had nothing to do with bettering the American people, right? Reallocating a lot of our resources, right? Resource allocation, resource appropriate allocation. Okay. Or appropriate resource allocation, however you want to put it. All right. Now let's look at Frankenstein. All right. We're gonna look at Frankenstein. We give him we'll give him green. We'll give him purple. He's so pro. He's so pro. He's so progressive. We'll give him purple. Purple for the progressive. Frankenstein. Okay. What did he do? Okay. What do we have? Most amount of printing ever. That's gonna go to whoever printed more. Okay, I'll just straight up tell you. Ever. New wars. Fifis feel fine. Okay, Fifis feel fine for the progressives. Okay. All right, and then last but not least, the comedy material. Let's just call it what it is. Comedy material. Oh, and corruption. All right, transparency. All right, I'll just leave it like that. We don't have to make it all nice and neat. We don't have time for that. We're busy. We are busy. All right, so there we go. I'm gonna put that out there. I'm gonna leave it there. All right. So that's what he provided. Okay, look at the two different guys. Now again, I'm trying to keep an open mind. If he did feel fine, all right, he did do that. I'm not even gonna front. When it comes to Fifi's, he was more, professional. Okay, we'll take it. Whatever. We'll take it. Whatever. I'm trying to give out the truth. It's like, let's give it what it is. Did Frankenstein do anything else? I'm trying to think of anything else. He did. I mean, I didn't even include China. I didn't even touch any of that. We're just keeping it straightforward to the basics, the bare bones. Most amount of printing ever, new wars, Fifis feel fine. Again, I'm trying to do the positive sides, right? Most amount of printing ever is good because for the people who want the more money in their pocket, right? More of that stimmy in their pocket. More of the actually he cut off the stimmy, so maybe not actually. More printing for his friends. Let's put it that way. Comedy material. That's definitely happening. Corruption, transparency, 100%. Okay, now let's take that aside. Okay, let's take that aside. Let's get back to the main topic at hand, though. All right. And that is, this guy, we all knew he wasn't mentally capable of doing this job, right? We all knew he was just a puppet. We all knew he was just basically like the Queen of England. Sorry for the British out there, but that's basically what he was, right? Except he poops a lot more in his pants. And this guy, he's not all here. And that's really concerning, right? It's really concerning because, one, it makes you trust the system a lot less, right? Two, it makes you trust the other party way less than you ever did, right? Let's say you didn't trust them that much. You trust them a lot less now than you did before. Let's be honest. Because if you're willing to lie about somebody's health, that's just obvious. It's like right there. It's the I know they're lying, and they know that I know they're lying, and they know that we know that they know. It's that game, right? It's that back and forth, and it's just so transparent at this point that it's just laughable. It's not even like a it's not even like a pointing the finger kind of thing. It's just transparent. So, anyways, I think it's hilarious because the oil thing that's happening with the price going up and the oil going up and everything going up is so evident. And I'll talk about oil in the future episode. I really have a theory. I have a good theory about that, but I think that needs to be its own episode. But this guy and his company and his people and the voter, it really goes to show you, going back to my Black Pill episode, some people are just not meant to make it in life. They're just not going to make it. And I don't mean that in something bad's going to happen to them or whatever, although bad things will happen to them. But some people were meant to just live a life of mediocrity and suffer. Some people just want to suffer on a subconscious level, and that's why they do this stuff. Crabs in the bucket mentality, right? How dare you believe in, pulling your stuff by your bootstraps? How dare you believe in, making it in life? Don't you understand that you're oppressed? It's like, dude, grow up. You're an adult. In this world, life is unfair. I thought that was established a long time ago in your mind. Like, these people are like, you can see them that they haven't grown up yet. You can see it, right down to the delusion. It's like the entitlement, the delusion, the lies, the, over emotional reactions, the insults, unprovoked reactions. It tells you everything that, who these people are. Look at their behavior. They are exactly what they call people who are calling, out these politicians. They call on people who they don't like reactionaries. That's them. They project that. They project who they are. Pay attention out there. You're going to see people who are a Frankenstein voter project everything that they are onto the people they don't like. Like, for example, you or me or whoever. That's why I don't even take it personally. I see it through them. It's so transparent and obvious to me that it's almost, I'll be quite honest with you, it's pathetic. It is pathetic. And I feel bad for them. But at the end of the day, how bad do you really feel bad about them? Not really. Not that much. You feel bad in that, dang, you were indoctrinated into this. But then at some point, agency has to kick in, right? So, anyways, that's it for now. I wanted to go into a more in-depth, analysis on Frankenstein, but I think that should be reserved for an episode. I think I'm going to reserve that for a actual live stream. If you like this, hit the like button. Thanks so much for watching. Appreciate your time. Tomorrow we'll do something. I forgot what that one was. Oh, aliens. I got a great alien story tomorrow. All right. I'll take you with me. Come on, guys. We're going. We're out of here. No, seriously though. Have a great day, guys. Bye-bye.